Hey there, how are you? It's day 9. We are almost in the double digits. And yes, I'm in my office and I wanted to make sure that I got this out to you before I got too far into my day. I do want to share with you a little bit about recycling, which is the third R that we're going to discuss, but I'm going to wait and do it in day 11 because I want to show you how I am recycling and I need to do that at home. So on day 9, we are going to jump into our guide. Have you gotten your guide yet? I'm only with you for a few minutes during these videos every day, but the guide allows you to jump in for a longer span of time at your pace, at your leisure. You get to ask yourself these questions. And so I want you to just think about getting the guide. It's not too late because you can utilize the guide for this cycle, this 21 days, and you can also use it in the future. All right, so if you go to the guide on page 8, I talk about what's going to happen after this. And of course, we are in the middle of purging one thing. We are purging one closet, one drawer, one space. Um, I talked in day 8 about how things might get worse before they get better. Give yourself grace wherever you are in this process, whether you just started with us or you started on day 1. Give yourself grace so that you can move forward. Something's in my mouth. Okay. So that you can move forward with us together, knowing that wherever you are is where you're supposed to be. All we are doing is clearing up and decluttering our inner space and our outer space. And I say all because it's in you to do. And if you do it one step at a time, one bite at a time, one moment at a time, you can do it. All right? It is up to you. You got it. So we're in the middle of that. We are almost halfway done together. We're going to do this right up until the end of the year. But what do you do after that? Or what do you do to continue planning to grow into the new year as we are finishing up and moving through this purge? I want to be able to support you in doing that. And you're going to begin to see, if you follow me, you're going to begin to see on social media and by email tons of ways that you're able to connect with me, especially if you are a woman seeking personal growth and development and professional growth and development. I want to talk about pages 8 and 9 because they introduce you to some of the things that I do. And yes, I do a lot of things. And some people say, it's better to funnel down into one thing rather than to do things across the board, a lot of things. I don't feel like I do a lot of things across the board. All of the things that I do are so intricately connected that all of them are helping me help women and men grow deeper. And so it tells you a little bit about me on page 8 and some of the communities that I have started or am involved in. So not only am I a speaker, I consult businesses and individuals. I'm a preacher. I sing as well. I'm a workshop facilitator and a yoga instructor. So if you'd like me to come and be a blessing to any of your communities, any of your organizations or your audiences, please reach out to me at trenacericardson.com. There's information in the guide about how to reach out to me, but you can go to the website anytime to do that. Also, secondly, I founded a nonprofit. Really, out of my own pain came the purpose of Real Women. It's an opportunity for women to find safe spaces with other women by virtue of sister circles. And we create these sister circles in person. We also create them virtually, and we come to different areas for one-time experiences. It's our forte to dig deeply on a monthly basis with a group of sisters. And so if you'd like to connect with us in any way connected to Real Women, you can help us come to your area if we're not already in your area. If you are in DC, Maryland, Virginia, and we already have monthly circles established, you're welcome to connect with us there. We are starting in person January 2023. And you can also, if you live anywhere else, connect with us in monthly virtual sister circles. All of that information is and will continue to be on our website, realwomenrock.org. Again, realwomenrock.org. And lastly, out of Real Women and talking with women who are leaders and influencers, I found out that we, women leaders, need a safe space to grow professionally, to talk about stuff that people wouldn't expect us to talk about, doubts and fears, because we're supposed to be empowering others. So how dare we have doubts and fears? We need to have a safe space to share those and to process and grow together. So I've created a whole curriculum around what women leaders need. I believe it's applicable to all, but we get a really safe space when we get together as women. And so it's called Leading with Soul. And we are now closing out our year of connecting with each other as a community, as a cohort, and opening our doors up for a brand new cohort of women. And you're going to be hearing more about that. I'm going to do a whole live session on that I'm going to invite you to be a part of. So ears stay open for this week because it's going to happen next week. But what I want right now is for you to check us out at leadingwithsoul.org so you can get more information. It's going to be updated soon. And then on page 9, it tells you very specifically how you can connect with me in all of these ways. I've talked a lot about it. I won't say more about it right now because what I want you to know is that as you are purging, as you are cleaning out your space, whether it's inside or external, you are making room for more. You're making room for better. And you might say, well, I thought we were reducing. Less is more. Absolutely. What we want is we don't want to have 10 things cluttering up our space that we don't love or don't use. We want 2 things or 3 things or 4 things. And we have to figure out what those are because maybe we have them, or maybe once we empty out stuff, we figure out, no, that's what I want to bring into my space. But we don't have space to do that unless we empty out and purge. Same thing internally. We want to clear out the clutter. We want to get rid of the negative energy and emotions and people and relationships and all of the feelings that come along with cluttering up our lives and our thoughts and our hearts, so that we can make room for new joy and new positive energy and new opportunities. Can I tell you, I'll probably do a whole live on this, one of these videos. My purging internally is making room for more. I cannot wait to tell you some of the exciting things that are coming in 2023, just to encourage you, and also that you might be a part of. So allowing this purge to really work for you, you have no idea what's about to happen in these next few days and weeks and months and years, just because you took this time right now to let go of some things. I'm excited for you. This is day 9. I hope that you are in this with me and that you begin to purge one thing. The God gives you some guidance on different parts of the purge. If nothing else, start clearing out your space. I love you guys. Welcome to day 9.